Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Thursday. It is the 23rd of October, and welcome back to the Red Mic. I appreciate you being here. Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: leaders worth following. I heard about a lady at a state agency, been there for more than a decade, has a ill father she's been taking care of. She's been using FMLA, et cetera, and she got fired without knowing anything about it. Just got to say, it sounds shabby. You got somebody on your team for more than a decade, and I don't know, maybe her work quality has dropped. Maybe it hasn't. I don't know. They have a parent who's critically ill. They're traveling a lot to help take care of them, and you find some reason to fire them. I will never understand that kind of treatment, that kind of behavior. Anyway, that kind of sort of plays into what I was planning on talking about today, but ever since I heard about that lady, it's just rubbed me the wrong way. So may not be an exact fit with what I was going to talk about today, but if you're the kind of person that would, say, well, I know FMLA protects her here, but how can we get rid of her there? That's just wrong. I will never understand that. I just won't. Be human. Be a good person. If they need help in their job because of their situations, then buck up, do it. Be a better person than that. Anyway, back into today's actual topic. This does actually apply to today's topic because you hear all the time, we can't keep or attract good people. Well, yeah, you can. It's not a labor market problem. Talent, honestly, is not scarce. It's a leadership problem. Exceptional people, the people who could work anywhere, they don't just follow job descriptions, they follow leaders worth following. So you need to be that kind of leader. The best people want to work for someone who's going someplace, who knows the direction they want to go. If you can paint a picture that's clear and compelling, people are going to imagine themselves in it. They want to be part of that. And that kind of leader has 5 traits. They have vision. They know where they're going. They can describe their vision. They can communicate it. A lot of people have vision. Not everybody can communicate it. Passion. You cannot fake it. People know when you're faking it. If you speak with conviction, your eyes light up. You have an electricity, and people will feed off of that. And you are giving people permission to care, and they will. Decision making. These kind of leaders move with clarity because leadership lives and dies in decision making. Indecision will kill momentum faster than bad choices ever will. Great leaders make timely decisions, explain their reasoning, and then adjust when they need to. And you don't have to be right every time. You just got to be clear, consistent, accountable. If you are those things, people will be able to live with whatever decisions you make, even if they don't like them, because they know that you're not just going off half-cocked. So lead with clarity, and you will build confidence throughout your organization. And confidence, that's the key to speed in your organization. Team building, you cannot do it alone. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, you're going to have problems. The best leaders don't build followers, they build owners. People who take control, who say, okay, this is my shop, this is my silo, this is my bailiwick. I'm going to run it to the best of my ability based on the direction and the vision that our leader has laid out for us. Great leaders delegate, but that doesn't mean you just dump a task and you walk away. You hand over that responsibility and set those expectations. And then you let people have the room they need to maybe put their own spin on it. Because at the end of the day, if they're getting the job done and it's ethical and legal and it's moving you forward, what do you care? It's the it's the old Norm and Sam. Thinking about adding food to the bar, Norm. Is that going to change the price of beer? It shouldn't. Then what do I care? So be more like Norm. Last but not least, character is the bedrock of everything. That story that I started at the beginning, those kind of leaders don't have strong character. They might be bold. They might even have a vision. It seems twisted to me, but they don't have character. Because if you have character, the other traits line up and they mesh well. Without character, all of these other traits are just window dressing. If you have vision without character, it's manipulation. If you have passion without character, it's just performance. Decisiveness without character is reckless. And team building without character is control. So have character. Character is what people feel when you walk in the room, and they remember long after you've left. It's the quiet proof that your word actually means something. If you want to attract good people, be a better leader. Show direction, lead with heart, decide with courage, build trust. Building trust is not only them trusting you, you've got to trust them back. And don't sacrifice character for convenience. That's the difference between being a boss and being a leader who is worth something. And that's today's Red Mike message. Hope you found it interesting or helpful. I know you don't know this lady from Adam, but if it's your custom, maybe say a prayer for her. Again, I will never understand that kind of leader, in quotes, leader. Be better. Be best. That's all you need to do. Just be a better person. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. I'll see you next time tomorrow. #Fun Friday. What would you say about a 6-pound phone case? Build the biceps up a little bit. What do you think? Sounds silly, right? Yeah. That's why it's #Fun Friday. I talk about silly stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. Until next time, don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.